All right, let's dig in here and find us a cricket. Got us one. Okay, we got our cricket rigged up on the jig head. I have it about maybe 7 or 8 inches beneath the float. It's very shallow out here. Just gonna toss it out here amongst all these stumps. See if we can't, oh gosh, I got smoked. Oh baby. Did you get my cricket? Didn't get my cricket. I've also got some worms in my truck. If they start stealing all my crickets, I might go grab my worms. They're the nasty garlic flavored ones. So I'm trying to avoid that. I'm gonna eat my cricket. Oh my gosh. It's kind of hard to see. The wind's kind of blowing my crap around. Got you. That's a nice fish. Got a bluegill or yellow bass. Oh my gosh, it's a nice red ear. Let's go. It's a red ear. Look at that, guys. My first fish of the day is a red-eared sunfish. They get the name red-eared sunfish obviously because of the red behind their ear, and that's not a bad one. Not a monster red ear, but a decent one indeed. I'm just gonna let him go. He's a small guy. I've got a stringer back in my truck also. I just wanted to kind of get a feel for it, kind of see what's happening out here. We may or may not keep some today, I'm not sure. But that's cool and that is fun. Catching some red ear from the bank. Early spring red ear. I like to say early spring instead of late winter because it definitely feels like springtime out here today. All right, we've got one. We've got two. I think it's another sunfish. Is that another red ear? By golly, it is another red-eared sunfish, a little guy. But that means there could be some big ones out here. How cool is that? 2 fish, 2 red-eared sunfish. That's honestly the most desirable fish out here to catch, besides maybe catching a crappie on the cricket. There's another one. Fighting pretty good. Might be a bluegill, might be a red ear, might be a yellow bass. It's a bluegill. Where's the red ear? It's a bluegill. There we go. So we caught 2 red ear. Now we've got our first bluegill of the day. Not a monster, but you can definitely eat them this size. This would be like perfect for whole frying. You just cut the head off, scale them, fry them up. Send it back though. That's 4 fish. They might be out there on the point a little bit. It's a little bit deeper right there, I think. Put it back out there again. It's literally just out here kind of middle of nowhere in between a bunch of big old stumps. But bit it pretty instantly. That's a pretty good fish. He's digging. Don't be a yellow bass. Be another juicy bluegill. Yes, sir. Look at that. He's got a little bit of an injury right there on him, but I like the way these fish look coming out of the cool water. They get a lot of that purple, a lot of light orange, kind of buttery color. Beautiful fish. There we go. That's a good one. Another good big old bluegill. He's skiing in. Look at him. Skiing right on in here. I think that's our biggest bluegill so far. Really nice fish. Got a little bit murky. Got down in the mud. Man, that's awesome. Some good bluegill out here today. Really good colors. Definitely a good keeper. You can fillet that one. I'll tell y'all one thing. Bluegill love these crickets. They fire up over them. There's this log way out there that every time I get kind of close to it, they destroy it. Got him. Another good one. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. Gets me fired up for springtime. We're gonna be doing a lot of this kind of fishing as it really warms up and these fish start bedding up in big numbers. Uh-oh. That's not a good place to be if you're a bluegill. Sorry, little guy. He went straight in that mud. I'm kind of standing on the fringe of a really muddy area. Whew. I got this little log I'm standing on. If I wasn't on this log, I'd be up to my knees in the mud, I think. Let's get another one right there. That's getting destroyed. Oh yeah, good one. There's a giant stump. It's holding some good fish. Every time I get out there to it, I have to use the wind to get my bait out there. This might be our biggest now. They can't really dig because it's so shallow. Uh-oh. Still a good one. Look at this one. Look at this one. Chunky, healthy one. Beautiful. Surprised that one's not dead yet. There we go. Oh gosh, what a nice fish. What a solid fish. I bet it's a red ear. I bet it's a big old red ear. Oh my God, is that a crappie? What is that? Oh my gosh, that big old fat yellow bass. Look at the size of that sucker. Look at that's different compared to everything else we've been catching today. Now that's fun. I'll catch these, because that is big. Got any like shad tail sticking out of his mouth? Probably full of eggs. See, it's got a big old tummy. It's a big old yellow bass. These yellow bass are good eating. That'd be a good one to eat. But we ain't stringing up nothing yet. But when I go back to my truck, I'll probably look and see if I can find that stringer, and we'll start throwing a few on there. I might have to relocate where I'm standing at, because I'm literally standing in the mud. But we'll figure something out. Got him. Don't know what it is. I think it's another yellow bass. All right, another fatty though. There, he's got some chunk to him. Another nice yellow bass. No, sitting back, and I'm gonna go grab my worms. Leave my stuff here. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, we got our worms. Don't have a ton of them, but they will last a lot longer on the hook than the crickets. These are actually pretty nasty. These are the garlic infused night crawlers. Shout outs to my local academy for not having any good worms, except for these. They're not the worst. They just kind of stink and make your hands all nasty. But that's okay. We got ourselves a fresh piece of worm. Hopefully the bluegill will still like it. I've also moved over this way a little bit. And funny story, let me show you this really quick. Oh, that was a big old fish just jumped. What was that? I did not have a stringer, so I just manufactured one out of a stick and some line. This is only 8-pound test, but luckily we're not stringing up 10-pound catfish, and I'm only looking to string up maybe like 5 or 6 sunfish to take home and eat tonight. So I think we're gonna be all right. I don't know where my stringer is. Oh my gosh, I felt him bite it. Got still my worm? See, we still got our worm. We're good to go. And I'm honestly a little bit closer to this stump now. There he is. There he is. It's the right species too. He jumped like a bass. I don't think he's the right size though. Boom. Not bad, but if we're only going to keep 5 or 6, I need to be a little bit, just a little bit bigger. Not a whole lot bigger, just a little bit bigger. Nice little bluegill from the bank. Let me cast over here. There's a big old structure over here. Oh shoot. Big old like artificial fish structure that I missed about 15 feet right on. But it doesn't matter. Is that the right species? Okay, it's another bluegill. I'm just trying to stay where the bluegill are at and where the yellow bass are not at. That's 2-in-1 bait. That's the beauty of a night crawler versus a cricket. There we go. There we go. What is that? Another yellow bass. Another little yellow bass, or a medium-sized yellow bass. They're pretty, but not what we're after. We might make a move here in a second. I've been catching a lot more yellow bass as of recently, and we might just have to shift over and hit ourselves another little zone. There's a spot on the other side of this boat ramp. It's got another one of these little fish structures. It's got a couple big stumps. Okay, we're gonna check out this little spot that I was fishing. Fizzled out just a little bit. I was catching more yellow bass than anything. Oh, there's fish swimming off the bank right here. Oh my gosh. Hold on, we gotta get a little bit of stealth mode. Just a fresh worm. This seems like a good spot. Man, a bunch of fish just swam away. I don't know if they were shad. I don't know if they were bluegills, yellow bass. I really don't know. Oh, there's a yellow bass just jumped out there. It's not the yellow bass line, but we got this little rock point that sticks out. It's really calm. I'm gonna deepen up just a smidge too, just a little bit. Big stump right there. Anything on it? Ooh, feels like a decent fish. Oh, there we go. We'll keep that one. There's a good one for the stringer right there. Look at that one, a little chunk, a little thick boy. Whew, that's a good one right there, guys. Made the move, got over in this little calm area, got a big old stump. Let's see how good I manufactured this stringer. It's got a nice little pointy stick. I'm gonna try to just go right through his lip. Oh yeah. Hey, he's strung up. I got a little loop. I know this is like an invisible stringer, but you gotta work with what you got. Boom. Toss him right here. Oh, he's gonna be aggressive. And I'm gonna tie him to my cricket cage. Oh, there we go. Be a big bluegill. Looks like another nice one. Looks like another nice one for the stringer. Oh, it's a red ear. Oh, it's a hybrid. It's a red ear. I think it's a hybrid. Yes, sir. You see, he's got that little red ear, but I think this is a hybrid between the two, but it could be straight up. It's kind of weird. He's kind of a strange looking version. A little hard to tell. Might be a straight up one, but nonetheless, he's a good sized one, and we're gonna put him on our little fishing line stringer. Okay, we got 2 on the stringer. I'm looking for 6. I think 6 is the magic number to take home and eat tonight. It'd be 3 for me, 3 for Jay. Whole fried, bluegill and red ear, and hybrids. Oh yeah. Not bad. Not bad. He's a little small, so we'll send him back, but just a little bigger than that, and he's going on the stringer. Same spot though, right on the edge of this little rock point. I think I'm fishing a little too deep, but they're picking it up off the bottom and eating it. Oh, he slammed it. Slammed it. There we go, there's another keeper. Slightly bigger than the last one we just threw back. I'm okay with lowering my standards just a little bit. Uh-oh, just dumped out my worms. Here's our 3rd keeper bluegill. I'm also running a little bit low on a GoPro battery. It's the only one I got on me, so I want to make sure that y'all see what we're going to be eating tonight. This is our smallest of the 3, but we're going to be, like I said, we're going to be cutting them whole. And he'll be delicious, nonetheless. I mean, he's a little bit smaller, a good bit smaller, but he'll work. What is this? What is this? Oh, oh, big bluegill. Yes, sir. That's what we want right there. That's number 4. He was off the end of the point way out there. Maybe we have found a new spot. That's holding a little bit bigger fish. That's a good one. I think that might be the biggest bluegill on there. We got that nice hybrid. All right, number 4. Our little invisible stringer looking pretty good. Got 4 little bluegills on there. Cannot complain about that production. What we got? What we got? Oh, there's just another keeper. We moved back over here to our good side. This is where all the fish are at, it seems like. And I honestly thought I had a yellow bass, but there's this another bluegill. Probably shouldn't have left this spot. We had to at least give the other side an opportunity. Okay, that's our 5th one. Let's get one more. One more. They're biting pretty good. I feel confident. There we go. That's a better fish. That's a better fish as long as they ain't a yellow bass. There we go. See? There we go. That one there's a little bit bigger than the one we just released. A little bit chunkier. Could be a good fit for the stringer, and that is our 6th fish that we need to secure us a delicious sunfish dinner. Let's get him on the stringer. There ain't nothing wrong with that. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little sunfish. We got a hybrid. We had the rest of our bluegills. We had a red ear. We threw back some good keeper red ears earlier on, but that right there will work for us to have ourselves a really delicious fried fish supper. We're gonna head back to the house. I'll catch you guys when we get there. All right, guys, we're back. It's actually nighttime now, obviously. It's dark, but we have our bowl of bluegill and red ear and hybrid bluegill that we caught today. They're all cleaned up. And as y'all can tell, I'll grab one so y'all can see it. We went old school. We simply just cut the head off, we scaled the fish, we gutted them, and we're going to be deep frying these guys whole tonight in the deep fryer, and they're gonna be so dang good, I already know. We're gonna be keeping it simple and keeping it classy. We're gonna be, I guess, not really marinating them, but we're gonna first swish them around in some yellow mustard, and that's gonna help act as a binding agent for our bag of fish fry. This is just some standard, normal blue bag Louisiana fish fry. And we're gonna throw them in the deep fryer once it's finished heating up, cook them for a few minutes, and then we're going to sit back and enjoy them. They're gonna be so, so good. If I've never had fish this way, I highly recommend y'all try it out, especially with bluegill. They're the best. Let's get after it. Okay, we're gonna start off. We got our fish here in this little bowl. I'm gonna add Oh gosh, a little messy on the mustard, but that's okay. We're adding some mustard, and we're just gonna kind of rub it into the fish. Try to get both sides of the fish covered in some mustard. This doesn't really make your fish taste like mustard. You think it would, but it really don't. But it definitely helps bind the fish fry to the fish. A lot of times I would double batter this, but we're just gonna go single tonight. See how it works out. Oh gosh, don't drop the fish. Okay, you see we got them all mustered up. And now, our hands off a little bit. Our deep fryer just signaled that it's done heating up. So we're gonna hurry and get our fish into this bag of deep fry, our fish fry. 2. Oh gosh, party foul. Uh-oh. And 3. We're gonna give it a shake. See how well the batter binds to these fish. I feel like it's gonna be pretty decent. And that looks pretty solid to me. That looks completely battered. I mean, all over the place. I don't think there's any need to do a double dip. So we're just gonna go ahead and transfer them over into the deep fryer. Woo! All right, it's in there. I'm not sure what to do about the strobing lights. I'm not a professional cinematographer. I've been trying to get the lighting right so it's not flashing, so hopefully none of y'all have a panic attack watching me cook these fish. I'm not sure what the issue is, but I can say that those fish are smelling good already. I'll let those guys cook, and then I'll show you guys the finished product. All right, y'all ready to see the finished product? I've got 3 of our little crispy friends here on the plate, and they look magnificent. Man, it doesn't get any better than this. Fresh, straight from the lake a few hours ago, to on the plate right now and about to go in the tummy. I let them cool off. We're still sitting out here outside. Man, it's nice out here. You know, it's the end of February. Starting to catch these bluegills, and it's like 65 degrees. We got some wind. I think we have a front coming through, and it's about to be cold again for a couple of days. But we made the most of a beautiful day, catching ourselves some delicious treats, and we are going to dig into these guys right now. So for those of you that don't know how to eat these, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to remove both the dorsal and the anal fin from the fish, and then you're basically just going to peel the meat off the bone. You have the lateral spine that runs down the fish, and you have the fillets on both sides of that. And of course, you can always crunch the fins, and that's one of the best parts of this. You can just go. It's like a little potato chip, a little bit of fish flavor. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to remove the fins. Perfect. And you can crunch those too. They're not as good as the tail fin. And then you're going to see you have the fillets on both sides right there. You got the lateral bones. You can use a fork if you're classy. If you're not classy like me, you just do it like this. Oh gosh. Oh, it's so hot. And if you cook it long enough, it just comes right off the bone. Man, it's so hot. I should have waited a little bit longer. The breading kind of insulated it. Okay, we got a few little pin bones right there. Pull that out. But here we have a whole chunk, completely boneless. Got skin on. It's kind of a mess, but it's gonna be good. And then you just stuff your face. Man, that is fantastic. It's so good. You know, it's a little bit more work, but it's worth it. I guess it's about the same. I think it's more work. It's more work to clean them this way, and it's more work to eat them this way, but it's worth it. It's kind of like eating crawfish. You know, it's work, but it's fun, and it's good. It's just wholesome. It's just a very wholesome way to eat fried fish. There's another piece. You know, like I said, these aren't the biggest fish. But when you have these smaller ones, it's a good way to clean them and eat them. That is awesome. And like as y'all see, you know, just adding a layer of mustard to act as a binding agent, you can do a lot of different things. You could use like some whisked egg. You could dip it in some buttermilk or something. But just a shot of mustard, and you got yourself nice little binding agent to get you some crispy fish every time. And if you want to make it crispy, you could do another layer and dunk it again. But that's it. We've got 2 more of these little jimmies. Jay didn't want to partake in the fried fish eating tonight, so I'm gonna save her fish. I'm gonna put them in the refrigerator, probably cook them up tomorrow, maybe with a few other fish. But we're gonna enjoy what we have left here on the plate, maybe go get some sides, but we're just gonna take it easy the rest of the afternoon. And I'm already looking forward to getting back out there and trying to catch some more bluegill. I think that there's an opportunity to catch some big ones out there, maybe take the kayak or the boat out there to go after some more. So if y'all would like to see that, please, be sure to let us know down in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more, and we will catch y'all on the next one. Bye guys.